Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Touchdown, SMU! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Dances away. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? It comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
From the gun on third down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Dances away to buy time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Bring in the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Running back searching for a hole. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Holstein. Makes the catch, it's Wiley. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets away from one. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Dogs trying to cash it in on first and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The quarterback may change this route. Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Johnson. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Taylor. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Georgia going up tempo. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. DB's right up on the receivers. To the air, it's Holstein. Rushes on him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. All down down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to fire deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Looking to take a shot. He's got it on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to take off. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Dogs will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they've taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Here's the handoff. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Got his man on the right. Run out of bounds at about off the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Using his legs to buy some time. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Quarterback extends the play. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. They're working that left side. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but You get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You've got to keep giving him the football.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Dogs in the hurry-up.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Throws to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to throw. Buying some time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Finds his man. It's Wiley. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Taylor. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Georgia going up tempo. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Pick off! What a play by this defense!
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. Pucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. Flips it out to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The handoff to Johnson. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on 4th down? And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.